All right, everybody, it is the first episode of Skin Science with Sam. I am so excited. There's so many topics that I've been researching, and I've already got a lot of information for a few different topics. But being that it's summer, I figured that now is the best time to talk about SPF. Guys, I have pages of notes. Oh, it's just one page, but there's other pages in the notebook. So I wanted to talk about SPF, what it is, why it's important. And guys, it is so important for your skin. I was one that I can tell you, until super recently, I just neglected it. I totally neglected it. Or I would be concerned about the SPF for my face. Did not care whatsoever about SPF everywhere else. And I mean, think about it. Who wants to have a beautiful young looking face and an old ass looking body? That's not attractive at all. So I have turned over a new sunscreen leaf, and I am now using it on my body when I go outside, and definitely on my face. So first set of notes. So everybody knows that, sunscreen is protecting UVA and UVB rays. So here's an easy way to think about it. Both of those come from the sun, directly from the sun. UVB is burning. B is for burning. So that's what's going to give you your redness, your sunburns. It's going to make you peel. UVA is the one I really don't like, and that's aging. A is for aging. And what I didn't know, here's something really interesting. So UVA is the deepest penetrating rays. So you really want to make sure that you are protected against those, especially if you don't want to look older than what you are. Nothing ages you like the sun. That is the worst aging aggressor for skin. So you always want to make sure, not just on your face, but everywhere else on your body is protected by SPF. UVA actually penetrates deeper than UVB rays. I think my thing is falling. Damn it. Okay, sorry. Damaging elastin. So what's elastin? Elastin is the fibrous layers underneath your skin that are the greatest factors in causing wrinkles and also affecting the elasticity of your skin. So when you start to get wrinkly and your skin starts to sag, usually a lot of us will see it here or here on the neck, that's your elastin. So you really want to make sure that you're covered with SPF for when those UVA rays hit. They're going to penetrate, they're going to mess up that elastin, and you are going to age faster. Proven, you're going to age faster. So SPF, what the hell is SPF? So that was made up by the Food and Drug Administration to rate sunscreens. Its effectiveness is measured in terms of the redness that appears on your skin following sun exposure. Y'all, I never knew. Did anybody else know what SPF was for and how you graded, what you need or what you don't need? So here's an example. If it takes someone without sunscreen 10 minutes of sun exposure to develop redness, so you're wearing nothing, you go outside in the sun, and within 10 minutes or 15 or whatever the amount is, you start to develop redness, that's the amount of time that you're going to use in our little math equation. And your exposure, so that's that. And then you using an SPF, whether it be 15, 20, 25, 30, or so on. So let's say, for example, 15, it's going to take 150 minutes for that person with SPF 15 on to get the redness. So it's going to be the amount of time it takes. So let's say 10 minutes to redness times the SPF, in this instance, 15 equals 150. So that will protect you for 150 minutes. So here's something else. Sunscreen is effective for 2 hours. So for 2 hours, every 2 hours, you need to reapply your sunscreen. It takes about a teaspoon of sunscreen for your face and a tablespoon for the rest of your body. I actually think it may be a little bit more than a tablespoon, because I don't know about you, but these thighs could probably use a tablespoon of sunscreen all by themselves. So just know that it's a smaller amount than what you think. Here's another thing for water resistance and waterproof. So a water resistant sunscreen is going to provide protection for 40 minutes of immersion in water. So you're going to get in the pool, put your sunscreen on, and if it's water resistant, it's going to continue to protect you until 40 minutes of immersion in the water. After that 40 minutes, you should probably get out, reapply. Waterproof is going to be 80 minutes. So if it says waterproof, that's 80 minutes of protection during immersion. So every 2 hours, you want to reapply. So I wanted to talk about some really great sunscreens. I am a Rodan & Fields consultant, and one of the things that I love the most about our products is that we have a huge emphasis on sunscreen. Huge. So they're doctors or dermatologists that created the skincare. They know. They see skin cancer in their offices all the time. So we have awesome sunscreens with all of our regimens, and then we have it in a few of our additional products as well. And actually, when you purchase a regimen, because SPF is so important, we include the moisturizing sunscreen free when you purchase it with a regimen. Pretty important. So the first regimen I'm going to talk about is our sensitivity regimen. And so that's like anybody with huge skin sensitivities. And it actually comes with a mineral sunscreen, which is 30 SPF, and it's actually waterproof. So that's 80 minutes of immersion that is going to protect you. Now, and I have never heard of anyone being allergic to sunscreen or anyone having, getting the itchiness or a little bit of a rash with sunscreen. And apparently it happens to a lot of people. So even though I have found that the majority of those people can use all of our sunscreens, guys, when we have those allergic reactions, it's usually the preservatives and the additional components in that sunscreen that you're allergic to. Fragrance, like I said, the preservative ingredients, that's what your skin is reacting to. And a little while ago it came out with oxybenzone is a terrible ingredient that's in a lot of over-the-counter sunscreens that if you've had ovarian cancer or breast cancer, you really don't want to use a sunscreen with that chemical in it because it can kind of react and possibly cause the cancer to come back. So that is not in any of our sunscreens, but this mineral sunscreen is perfect for any skin sensitivity. And I mean, your little ones, it's great for that. Very, very calming, very soothing. And like I said, it's mineral based. So you're 99.9% pretty darn sure you're not going to have any reaction to that. The next one I want to talk about is our acne regimen. So if you didn't know, your skin will produce more oil as your body temperature gets warmer, exposed to the sun. So we have an SPF 20 oil control sunscreen, which is awesome. So that's going to help keep that oiliness down and protect you against the sun. Next is my personal favorite. So if you have sun damage or discoloration, the regimen that we provide is perfect with the sunscreen. The moisturizing sunscreen that comes along with that is an SPF 50. What I love so much about this sunscreen is that it actually is delivered underneath the top layer of your skin. So it's shielding your skin from the inside out. You're prone to sun damage. You obviously have a sensitivity to the sun. We're going to make sure that we prepare you to go out there. So when I am golfing, when I am cycling, this is what goes on my face. And as you can tell, I mean, my sun damage has not returned after 2 years from using this sunscreen. It is the absolute best. Cannot recommend it more highly. This is perfect for your face if you are out in the sun an awful lot doing sports or gardening or whatever makes you happy. The last one is kind of a little different. It's our anti-aging regimen. So it is combined with a treatment step. So it's the moisturizing sunscreen and treatment for anti-aging, which is nice. This is an SPF 30. Oh, yeah, SPF 30. And so like I said, not only is it going to give you the protection that you need from those awful UVA rays, but it's also going to treat your fine lines and wrinkles while you're wearing it as well. Awesome, right? Yeah, it's perfect. So those are all face sunscreens, and you can use them on your body too if you want. But we also have a body sunscreen that I have recently fallen in love with. So I hated to apply sunscreen. Even when I'd be out cycling, for 4 hours, I hated to apply sunscreen. And so I would use the spray on just because it was easy. Like I was that lazy. And what I hated was the way it made my skin feel. It was all gross. It felt sticky. It felt like a film on me. I've just never been a fan of sunscreen. And then like you sweat and it runs and it streaks and it's getting in your eyes and stinging. It was terrible. I can tell you I have not had that experience with any of our sunscreens. And what gets me the most about this is an SPF 30 and it's actually water resistant. So you can be immersed in water for up to 40 minutes and still be protected. But what's amazing to me is, so this is what I'll use on my body when I cycle, when I golf, if I'm going to be out in the sun for an extended period of time. And I'll get home, take a shower. And then the next day, my skin is so soft. I am not a body lotion person. It's just a chore for me. I'm ready to get ready, get done and get out. So what's awesome is that this has softened my skin so incredibly much. It's amazing. Don't have any issue with it running or anything like that. But remember, you do need to reapply every 2 hours. So for golfers, at the turn, reapply the sunscreen to your body and to your face. Now, here's something that's really interesting, and I love this product. Nobody really thinks about your lips in the sun. As a cyclist, I was always putting on some sort of chapstick because, I mean, I'd be incredible dry mouth, especially in colder weather. You just want to make sure that you're protected. So we actually have a lip shield. This is an SPF 25. Yeah, SPF 25. And here's something interesting. And guys, I want you to think about this. So I found out that lip tumors are very high in men because women are usually wearing some sort of lip gloss, some sort of lipstick, and the majority of those, even if they don't have an SPF, are going to give you some sort of protection from the sun. Men don't wear lipstick. They don't wear lip gloss. So there is a very high number of lip tumors in men because their lips aren't protected. Guys, this is an important product to have. Whether, you're out doing sports or whatever, you want to make sure these are protected because remember the UVA, those straw lines that we get here, ladies. Yeah, you want to make sure you're protecting your lips against those UVA rays. Think. And for your men or men that are watching, guys, you really want to make sure if you're outside for any extended amount of time, protect your lips. Have you ever seen anybody that's going through some sort of skin cancer? I mean, it is very dramatic what happens with your face because of what they have to remove to make sure they get all the cancer and the scarring that comes after that. So this is a really important product to get. They come 2 in a pack and they're super inexpensive. So this is perfect for stocking stuffers, teacher gifts. This is such a big thing. I have one in my cycling bag, one in my golf bag, and one in my purse. My husband keeps one in his golf bag as well. So it's really important that you're keeping your lips protected. Now, we're not really a makeup company, but because we want you to get to where you're foundation free, like me, but you do, want to look a little bit nicer than just barefaced every so often, we do have peptide powder. And what's great about this peptide powder is that it's SPF 20. So it's going to help you with anti-aging. It's going to treat those fine lines and wrinkles while you have it on your face. And it's also going to give you added SPF protection. Now, there's so many people that talk about, well, I don't worry about sunscreen because my foundation has sunscreen in it. Y'all, SPF is good for about 2 hours. You need to reapply every 2 hours. So are you reapplying your foundation every couple hours during the day? No, you're not. So you want to make sure that you've got that moisturizing sunscreen layer as part of your skincare regimen. You do want to make sure if you're wearing foundation, oh, I'm so sad for you, talk to me. But if you're going to use powder, because I would much rather apply powder every 2 or 3 hours than to have to put back on another full face of foundation. Think about that, guys. And I know, I'm telling you, stay out of the sun, wear hats, you want to make sure that you're covered, you're protected, that awful sun and its aging, aggressing rays, burning rays, skin cancer rays. Samantha, how am I supposed to get my vitamin D? For those of you that don't know, vitamin D we get from the sun. And what's important about vitamin D is that it helps you build and strengthen bones. So women, we're very prone to osteoporosis as we age. So vitamin D levels are really, really important as you get older. And honestly, you don't have to be in the sun for that long to get the needed vitamin D, but we provide vitamin D supplements. So what makes this different than every other vitamin D supplement that you can get? Well, it's the converted D3. So what happens as the vitamin D is coming from the sun, entering our body converts it to this D3, which is what we need. We've already done that. And it is 5 capsules that you take once a week, and it's 10,000 units per capsule. And I mean, in just a few weeks, your vitamin D levels are going to shoot up and your doctor's going to be really happy with you. So yeah, we're encouraging you to stay out of the sun, but we're also making sure that your body has what it needs because of that limited sun exposure. And for those of you that are like, Samantha, I gotta have my tan. What do you have for me? Don't worry. I've got a sunless tanner. So we offer one of the best sunless tanners on the market, Total Beauty and Allure. Absolutely love it. It's been rated #1 for the past 3 years, I believe. There are 10 full body applications in one bottle. They're really inexpensive. 10 full body applications. You want to make sure you exfoliate before to keep a nicer, longer tan. You don't want those dead skin cells taking your tan away with you. So you want to exfoliate beforehand. Doesn't stink. It's not streaky. It's not greasy. It doesn't give you that super orangey look. 1 to 2 applications will do you. And 2 to 3 hours is what it takes to dry. And it lasts for about 5 or so days. So everything you need, I have just given you guys all the information on SPF, why it's important, why we want to protect our skin, and some alternatives to making sure we're looking tan and we're protected all summer long. So guys, when you're out, go and have a good time with the family. Go and enjoy the beach, the lake. Go walk, hike, whatever it is that makes you happy. Play golf, ride your bike. But make sure that you're protecting your skin. Not only is skin cancer such a big deal nowadays, I mean, that's part of the reason that the doctors created their Rodan and Fields line, is they're getting so many skin cancer cases. They want to make sure that those people don't have to wait to get in to see them. So they took all of their more regular skincare issues, put them into regimens so that people don't have to go to the dermatologist. Guys, skin cancer is a really big deal. So make sure that you're protecting against that. But also, the sun is the worst aging aggressor. Nobody wants to look older than they have to, especially if you're spending money on skincare and other products to help retain your youthful appearance. So make sure that you're using that skincare, if for anything, just not to age you. And it's not just your face that's important, it's your body as well. So I've given you some great products that you can use for your face, great product to use for your body, and also some additional supplements and makeup to make sure that you stay protected and stay looking good. All right, guys, I hope that this was helpful for you. If you have any questions, put a comment below and I'll get it answered for you. If you have anything that you would like me to research and discuss on Skin Science with Sam, just shoot me an email. SAMMYD as in dog 3126 @yahoo.com. Shoot me your topic, shoot me your questions, and I will do the research and we'll talk about it on here. Thanks, guys. So excited about this new series. First episode in the books. See you later.